Hello, welcome to this new episode of Far From Home, a talk with a friend abroad. I'm really happy this week to finally have Patrizia as one of our guests. Patrizia is Italian and she lives in Malta. And I'm also happy because together we have developed a project together, and we're also like friends, and we work together, and we like also to spend time together. Searching for marine life, and then she will explain even more why and what she's doing in Malta. So welcome, first of all.
Thank you for inviting me in this beautiful talk.
Thank you. And then I will start with the first question. So if you can share a little bit of your story and how you ended up in Malta and what you're doing here.
Okay, so I'm a marine biologist. I did my thesis 200 years ago, and so I'm joking, but about the sperm whale in the Mediterranean, in the northwestern Mediterranean Sea, especially in the Ligurian Sea, with the Tethys Research Institute. And dolphins and whales has been always my passion so far, and they continue to be my passion. I did in the winter when I did my thesis, I had my MSc, and then I decided to, I did a lot of experience abroad during my study journey. So I worked in the Red Sea, I worked in Maldives, I went in Greece to study whales, I went in Newfoundland, and I learned a lot of new things about not only the whales and the dolphins, but especially about people, how the other cultures lives, how the other person in other place see the world, and go through different aspects of the life. So the most important thing that I learned during my journey, it is that we are different, and that to be different is very, very nice. It's something great. I think it's the most beautiful thing a human being can learn is to be different from the others. Then I had two children that now they are one 17 and one almost 16. And so for a while I stopped my job in marine life studies, marine life science, etc. In this period I did almost everything, because in Italy it's not always easy to do what you like to do and earn money and manage all this with the family. So I did a lot of small jobs, continuing to do environmental education. I helped, we founded a software company with my husband, that is also the co-founder of Ecomarine. And I worked like graphic designer, I did website, I did accounting.
Reinvented yourself.
Yes, I did a lot. I sold like cream for hands and face. I did really a lot of different experience from what I really would like to do. I always did environmental education, but it was something not the principal things, because having a family, it was very difficult to manage for me, because maybe I wasn't good in this.
Yeah, but the idea also of work-life balance, that I think a lot when you have children.
And then I was living in Friuli Venezia Giulia. That is, yes, we have the sea, but where I lived, it wasn't really on the sea. So okay, I decided to do something different, but I'm very happy to have this different experience, because again, they learn me how to cope with different situations in different time. But 4 years ago, we felt that it was very too difficult to continue to do this job, this kind, for me and also for Giovanni. So we decided to change. Giovanni decided to find a job abroad. And I say, okay, I'm ready to, to come everywhere. I'm tired to live in this way, even if it's difficult because you have the family, my mother, my sister, my brother, cousin, nephews, and obviously it is not so easy to say, okay, I want to go, but we really needed to change something for ourselves and for our children. And so he will start to look around, and one day he told me, oh, there is Malta. Malta? Where
I've
is
never
Malta?
heard about Malta.
First question, where is Malta? No, I must be very honest. And then so we checked, oh, very nice, in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, so there is this sea, it's very nice. Is the temperature of the weather is very good, is almost always warm or hot, that I love. And so we went here for a holiday with the kids, for just 10 days in December, and we said, okay, we can try. And so we decided to come here in Malta, and so here we are. When we went here, we found a place rich of movement, especially from the side of the startups. You can have a lot of meeting with a lot of people interested in startup, in new jobs, in new ideas. It was very, very rich. Yes, respect from Italy, where in the last few years it was always difficult to speak with someone and having a positive impact. Oh, how are you? Oh, it's terrible because I have this problem, the other problem, the money, the job. It was very dark situation. Yes. So we arrived here in Malta, where I do all this. And the most incredible thing is that even if, okay, I'm 48, I will be 48 in a month, and but coming here and participating in this meeting, in these conferences, in this workshop, it was like to be, 19, 20. Really, I didn't feel this big difference, like I'm old and I can't participate because I'm, okay, in Italy you have this idea, 48, okay.
You're done, you're out.
Out. If you want to do something new, okay, good luck, see you, bye. Here we found that really this was so very, very nice, something that gave us a lot of energy to continue and to start with Ecomarine Malta activities.
I had someone that in Italy, I think was before coming to Malta or the beginning of my stay in Malta, and I'm still not 40, but he told me these are the last years you can do something. Then I came to Malta and I found the same, like they're really, it's so dynamic that people are inventing and reinventing themselves. You can find this also in Italy, but less. The fact that people, they are in their 50s and they decided to go back to university, take a master, change their job, is something that really gives you a lot of all this energy. You can feel it all around you.
Yes, it's true. Obviously, Malta is smaller, is a small country, but the same. It should be, even my region, Friuli Venezia Giulia or Liguria, it's a small region, but you don't feel this kind of energy because there are too much, maybe, problem on the backside, and so yes, we decided to found this Ecomarine Malta. That is what when I was in Italy, I already founded a company, another named Costa Balene Whale and Nature Watching, that is based in Liguria. It's a social enterprise. And we did the same, environmental education and whale watching. Environmental education mostly focused on the sea, obviously. And so I decided to do the same here in Malta. We started, obviously with the help of Costa Balene. The help was mostly something, they gave me the structure. No, I knew exactly what I have to do because I already done how to do it. Obviously, we change something. We have to adapt to the Maltese island, but it was important to be part of Costa Balene. And so now we are doing this marine life spotting, especially focused on the cetaceans, so dolphins, because this is my passion. My passion are dolphins, whales, sperm whales, and so what I'm trying to do is to educate people with this tour. So this trip on the boat, living the experience of the real contact, also with the sea. I mean, just learning something about where they live, what is the most important thing that we have to protect, what we can do or we have not to do to preserve our environment. And so this is our mission, educating.
I think like I did a lot some tours, a lot of tours for me with you, and I always enjoyed. And I think what is interesting is also how people are every time surprised, even if they are Maltese or foreigners living in Malta or foreigners, of how rich is the Mediterranean Sea and the sea around Malta. And maybe they live there all their life, but they don't know actually what is in the sea.
Yes. In fact, this is what also now this year we want to improve during the winter. Try to spread this message with as many people as possible, with schools, with children. Obviously, we are an enterprise. We decided to be an enterprise, a social enterprise. So, I mean, what we earn, we use to continue our activities. But we decided to be an enterprise, and I really like to tell this now, is because we think that these activities, so marine life spotting, doing this small research, conducting a small research during our tours, be a marine guide, it can and it must be a job, not only a voluntary yes, activity for the summer or for the winter, or you can, okay, I can do this for 2 hours next week, 3 hours the next month, because it's important that the young generation and also the old generation, because obviously we are open for this must be a job. I mean, there is nothing wrong doing this, I mean, for money. We won't be rich with Ecomarine Malta because as told is a social enterprise. So what we earn, we use to continue our job, to pay the people, etc. But it's a job. So at the end of the month, I can say, okay, I earned 1,000. It's for my children. I can buy food like all the other job. I don't understand why. Sometimes they ask me, why is it not free? Because it's not free because I need to feed my family as you need to feed your family, or I need to pay the bill and others. And I think it's very important. This is
I think it's also because we share this and we are in the same sector, and now we are also starting an association about social enterprise. I think it's also about professionalism because, and again, we share also this experience. Sometimes when it's not for business, so it's more a voluntary work, you can find professional, but you can also find people that are not professional. And so this can be detrimental to your objective and what you want to do.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely true. Even because if you have a professional, you have someone that works always on the task, etc. He does really know what to do, how to do it. In our case, one of the most important things is how to approach animals, to not disturb them. Also, how to anchor and where to anchor about minimizing our impact, because obviously there is always an impact. If you have a volunteer, every time you have to explain, maybe for 1 week, 2 weeks, if there is someone that knows, that really knows, and then it's different. So yes, it's very important to create new job opportunities also for the young generation, for the new generation that are approaching this world. Even because now we know that the environment, the conservation, the eco-friendly activities are very, very important to save our planet. And so we cannot do it in a voluntary way.
Only.
It must be an economy on this, obviously, but it's not. I mean, it's not the disruptive economy, but something that is good for the environment and for the people.
Exactly. I have another question before we go to the second question, actually, of the talk. And I think another thing that people are surprised when you tell the story is that you moved to Malta not only with your husband and your two kids, but also with two dogs, and are not small dogs. So in all this move, what was the most difficult thing? What was a challenge for you?
The most difficult things, maybe. So when we arrived, it's like to be in a holiday. Everything is nice. Yes, new face. And then Maltese people, have to say the truth. Even coming from Italy, from a north region of Italy, in a bad period because of people here smiles. So if you are walking home on the road and you cross someone, they look you on the eyes and they smile. You, this is something very. Then we start maybe to have some problem with the bureaucracy organization that is a little bit different from what we are used to. Yes, mostly this was the biggest, the organization, and then we didn't understand very well how the school works, and so it wasn't easy to understand, and we didn't find someone that explained us very well, because they are used to do like in this way, but we are using another way. So it was something difficult. But for the other things, this was maybe the organization or disorganization in some places, the bureaucracy. This is the most.
Yeah.
This is the most. Yes.
So then COVID came, and we were in a kind of a lockdown in Malta, even if it was lighter. But how was for you? Because you work also in the tourist sector, and so that was one of the sectors that was most affected. But also, like personally and professionally, how was that for you?
Yes, when we in February, yes, when everything started, February, March, when everything started, we were scared for the season, obviously, because we are a part of the touristic offers. And so I started to do another job to continue the, I started a new job at 48 years old, doing something that I liked much. So I was like a manager in a marina. So I was taking care about 38 boats, the booking, people coming on board, etc. So again, I had a new opportunity, even if during the COVID, this person gave me the chance to do a new experience, a new job, and giving me also the sense of, okay, I have a job. I have a job, so I have some money coming in, so we are secure, because obviously we didn't know what would happen in the next months. And from the other side, we have been lucky, because here in Malta it wasn't like in Italy that you couldn't go out, you couldn't walk, you couldn't do anything. To be honest, we went out with we were lucky because we had the boat, and so we can use the boat, and we went out sailing or looking for dolphins, and even without tourists, without people. And this was very important for us to keep our mind always occupied and always happy.
Happy, yes.
Yes, always focused on. And then, to be honest, when the season around June, July, we had a lot of people coming because they couldn't go anywhere else, and so they started to come and yes, so the season was very good. Then we had some people working with us that helped us very much. And at the end, I have to tell that we had a good season. I'm happy because we had a lot of people coming on board, so we could spread our message to many people, and we can share also our experience with young children, elder. We have because obviously being a tourist activities is not only focused on scientists or people that already knows about, and so we have all the spectrum from 5 to 90 years old, and it's very interesting also to share with people with different ages and different Maltese, but a lot of expats living here in Malta, so from many different countries. So we had, to be honest, at the end, we have a very positive season.
Yeah, I think it was interesting because people like there were globally this idea of we will go local, we will like go to
Yes.
see places around us, and this is actually what happened to you because you had
Yes.
a lot of locals, not only Maltese but also people living in Malta, because as you mentioned they couldn't go out or they prefer not to travel, and so they were
yes, because obviously here in Malta it's very easy to travel. We had a lot of destination where it's easy to go with the plane. A lot of so I can understand that also as when we have the chance, we take the plane and we go somewhere else to yes, also to maybe escape from
because
the
it's
small
an island that is small. Yeah.
yes, to breathe something new. But obviously this summer it wasn't possible, so people were looking for something different, and I'm very happy that they found us as something different and also useful. And yes, they had the leisure day, so they discovered also someone discovered some new places on Malta also.
Yes.
Because going around with the boats might be, oh, I never came here in this side, or I never saw in this way. So yes, it's interesting also for the Maltese people. And then yes, they discovered a lot about the nature that they have. They don't they maybe don't know because no one told them.
Yes.
No one. Um, Sometimes we felt surprised. No, how is possible that you don't know about this? But it's something that I like, and so I studied.
Yeah.
Someone else maybe like accountant, and they study numbers that I don't know their part. And so yes, it's something that you have to learn. And I think that is another important thing is to give access to this information in an easy way for everyone, not only for the expert, because the expert they already know. So
yeah, that's true. And I think also, and again, because we share the same, it's not only like doing research is good, is interesting, but then you also want to make your results available because you want your research to have an impact and so change some habits, some attitudes. And
yes, absolutely. Yes, we are doing a small. Obviously, we cannot do pure research because we don't have. We can't go out every day. We don't have. But we can do a small, again, a small part. And this small part is very important because if everyone do a small part and we put all together, we have a very big result. So yes, we are working on this also, and we have also new projects. I hope they will go on and so we can improve our our impact. Yes.
And so I think you also you answer a little bit already, but if you have to think about like the resources or something that you discover about yourself to cope with this new challenge that was like COVID, the airport that was closed, or some difficulties also in the market, what did you find?
What I find that I found that I'm strong enough to cope with. I mean, I don't like to do many things. One of these is this kind of. No, it's true. This is true. For example, to be on the video, doing video, or I like, yes, if I like doing live. But I learned that yes, I can do what I want to do. I mean, is the important thing is to have a focus, have a target, and following always this target, and never give up, even if sometimes I feel like okay, enough.
Not okay.
No, okay. Breathe, and so yes, the what I learned is that. Really, it's possible to do everything. If you want to do something, you can do it, but you really need to want it, and you really need to move and do
work
it.
and do it.
Yeah.
Now I feel guilty that I forced you to do this interview.
But I can say no, but I always say yes, and then before I say why, I say yes. Why I don't like. But then I at the end I like, because yes, obviously sharing my experience, and is something that is mine. I mean, I'm not. But yes, I have to learn. This is an important process.
Yes, I think so. I can say that, yeah, I wanted to have you because I think what you do is really innovative and different, and there is a need to share. So maybe when like the mindset, and we will have more of like organization, like companies like Ecomarin, we will not need you anymore to do any video, but now we will still need it. But we are at the end now of the video, and I know this is also a difficult part for you, but you can say everything you want. It's just a message to the people that are following us. If you want to do it in English, in English. If you want to do it in Italian, if you want to do it in Maltese, in Maltese, or any other language.
No, I can do it half in English and half in Italian. And so the first in English is, yes, I want to thank Malta, because Malta and Maltese people and all the people that I met here in Malta, expats, Italian, Russian, English, Maltese, they gave me a lot. I did a great experience, and in 4 years, maybe I did more than in the other years.
4 years, but they're 20 years actually.
Yes, sometimes they say, okay, it's only 4 years that I'm here, but I really did a lot. And then la parte in italiano, che ovviamente l'Italia mi manca tantissimo, ovviamente mi manca la mia famiglia, mi manca il Friuli Venezia Giulia, che è una regione spettacolare che invito tutti ad andare a visitare. E il messaggio è di speranza che anche in Italia si possano vivere queste, soprattutto forse per i più giovani adesso, che il futuro possa essere come qui adesso, cioè che si possano vivere queste esperienze di multirazziali, di contatto con tante persone, con tante idee, con tante identità, di avere sempre qualcosa da fare, qualche posto dove andare, non posti dove andare a imparare, fare questi workshop, questi incontri, questi posti dove si cresca dal punto di vista proprio mentale, dal punto di vista non solo, cioè, di avere queste esperienze che ti danno l'energia e la potenza di credere nelle tue potenzialità e di provare a fare delle nuove cose, di avere la possibilità di provare, magari di fallire e di riprovare e di andare avanti, insomma. Questo.
Bello. Grazie.
Grazie a te.
Scusami se ti ho forzato. No, sono molto contenta di averti. So thank you very much. And we'll see you next Wednesday for a new talk. And thank you again, Patrizia, and good luck with everything. And then we will post in the comment all the link to Ecomarin. So if someone in Malta is interesting, or also from abroad,
also from abroad.
Malta, exactly.
Yes,
They can come.
We are open to everyone. We wait you here in Malta and doing this experience with a marine life spotting tour. So looking for dolphins, whales. Now we are looking for new roots. We hope. And thank you very much.
Yeah. Turtles and tuna. Hello.
Thank you for inviting me, and hope to see you soon in life.